I am. But looking forward to this call here for the past week. David Imonitie here calling in from Houston, Texas. Super, super excited to be on this call with each and every one of you tonight. I know we're going to have maybe 3,000 to 4,000 people who actually join this call and tens of thousands of people that look at the recordings. We're actually recording it right now. So really pumped up for 2020. But first, let me say Happy New Year to each and every one of you. We're so excited about the new year that's coming. But I can tell you this, we've been excited every single day, all of 2019. I don't have to wait for the new year to come around. We don't have to wait for the new year to come around to get excited, to get pumped up, to really get enthusiastic about the future, get enthusiastic about what it is that's about to happen in our lives. That's what I'm excited about. I'm always excited about what's happening right now, but I'm even more pumped up about what's about to happen, right? What's about to show up in our lives today. So I know that tonight's call is going to be extremely impactful. I told one of the leaders that it's going to be absolutely epic. And I don't write notes on what I'm going to talk about. That's not really my style. I just go off the cuff, off the things that I've learned over the years, and whatever inspires me at that particular time, that's what I give out to people. And I think that's why it resonates with so many people, what it is that we teach. So I want to say as well, and you can put a 1 in the chat if you're grateful to God for everything that's happened in 2019. Just put a 1 in there. I can look back at this year, and I can look back at my entire life. I can look back at the start of my career and networking, and the one word that just comes to my mind is just gratefulness, just gratitude for everything that he's done. I mean, it's just tremendously amazing what's taken place, not just for myself, but countless amount of people that I've been able to witness in and out of our company, this industry, the world of success, entrepreneurship. When you see people succeed and you see people overcome challenges and obstacles in their lives, and they press forward and they keep going. I actually did an interview today with a publication, and one of the things I was talking about was the fact that she asked me, well, what inspires you? And I said, it's the human spirit that really inspires me. When I see people that go through challenges, go through obstacles, and they don't allow those things to take over their lives, they take charge of their lives and really go out there and make it happen. And, if 2019 was a challenging year for you, and maybe you didn't feel like you went at it, here's the beautiful part about all of this, and this is why so many people get excited. New is one of the most powerful emotions, the emotion of new, right? Ladies, right? You love the new shoes, new bag, right? I know fellas, you love the new shoes, new bags, whatever it is. We love new, and that's why so many people are excited about this new year coming up, 2020. And, I made a post the other day. I was talking about this word vision, and everywhere you turn, I was in LA, and, was just driving, and boom, I saw on a truck, vision. I had never seen a truck with vision on it in 36 years of my life. I'd never seen that before, and it was right there. And vision is just everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. I think obviously it has a lot to do with 2020 vision. And I just believe that this year coming up, that every vision that you write down, and I'm going to talk about that here tonight, every vision that you write down, I truly believe it's going to be birthed this year, 2020. And if it's not birthed this year, actually it is going to be birthed this year, because the creation of it, if you don't see the manifestation of it in 2020, I believe that the birth of it, the start of it, the creation of it will actually come into play. I'm so happy right now, so thrilled for what's about to take place. I've got this vision in my mind. I've got these goals that I've got written down, and I'm so charged up right now because I'm almost finished with my assignment that I'm going to give each and every one of you tonight as well. And I ran into a video by Steve Harvey. I think that's his name. Yeah, Steve Harvey. And we'll be on the show one day. And can you guys hear me okay? Gary, you there? I think somebody just jumped on there.
Yes, sir. You good. You good.
All right. Good. And I ran into a video by Steve Harvey, and he said there's two things that really made a huge difference in his life. And, when I listen to successful people, I don't listen from the standpoint of, oh, I already know that, or, oh, I've heard that before. And a lot of times you do that. A lot of times you hear me train, I pretty much say the same thing over and over again because I know it works. And It's not only worked for me, it's worked for Steve Harvey as well. And these are the two things he said in the video. He said, you have not because you ask not. He was talking about, people only get what it is that they have in life because of what they're saying. You're not asking for more. You're not asking for the big things. You kind of limit yourself based on your current situations. You limit yourself based on your surroundings. Well, my bank account looks this way, so I can't dream for the Rolls Royce. My bank account looks this way, so I can't dream for the $1 million home. My bank account looks this way, so I can't have the business that I want. My bank account looks this way, so I can't take the trips that I want to take. And you have not because you ask not. That was the first thing he said. And obviously you've heard us talk about that, power of words and how you can create. And I'm so happy and grateful now. Why do we teach that over and over again? And then he also talked about writing down the goals, writing it down. And he challenged me, right? I took it as a challenge. He said, because I've done this before, but I've only done it with 100 goals. So write down 100 goals. And, I found that list a while ago. And, man, a lot of the goals that I wrote down, checked off, they're already done. And he said, write down 300. Now, that's a stretch. It's 3 times the amount that I've done before. And right now, I'll show you my book. I'm at 250 right now, all right? And that was about a day and a half ago that I got this challenge here. So my goal is to get it done. If I don't do it tonight, I'll definitely do it this morning. So I want to place that challenge to you right now, okay? That by the end of the first day of 2020, that you would have wrote down 300 goals. I'm going to look in the chat right here. If you're taking on that challenge, and you're going to write down 300 goals. I want you to put a 300 in the chat. Put 300 in the chat if you're going to take that challenge, all right? You're going to take that challenge, and you're going to write down. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. If you're going to take that challenge along with me, you got to do it, though, by midnight on the 1st, okay? It's got to be done. I'm going to give you, I guess that's 24 hours. No, 48 hours. You got 48 hours to get it done. And I know you can do it. Just take the limitations off of your mind and just right now, I'll read off some of the things I've got on there. It's amazing. I said I got a skincare line with Kim Kardashian. It's crazy stuff. I just let my mind really soar to allow me to really dream even more. And I could feel the difference just in the last 24 hours of actually doing this exercise. So just really pumped up, really excited for you guys because I know that the power that works on the inside of you. And I know that you are going to do some amazing things in your life. There's no greater joy for me to watch someone else, really go out there and succeed. I was at the GoPro event the other day, and I ran into a couple of heroes of mine. They're in another company. And these are guys that I was listening to 15 years ago, when I was in the nosebleed sections, and I was making $100 a month in network marketing, and I just I actually almost broke down in tears just talking to these guys because these are people that inspire me. These are people that their voices really allow me to keep going and keep believing. And I know I serve in that capacity for a lot of people today, so I don't take that lightly. I'm looking forward to seeing you 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, where you're like, man, David, you have no idea. I was at a conference that you spoke at, or I was at an event that you spoke at, or, man, you've been my coach. And, it actually happened at this event. A gentleman from Germany, came up to me, and he had printed out pictures of me. I never met anybody. I never met a man that had printed pictures of me. And he showed it to me in his book, and he was really emotional about meeting me. And, it was just amazing to see that we could have impact on someone there in Germany. But you know what? That's what we wrote down. We wrote down that we're going to impact the lives of 1 billion people. So it's not a surprise, all right, that vision is really coming to pass. So really excited for you guys that you're going to go out there and make a difference, not just in your life, but in the lives of other people as well. So really get pumped up about that. You should feel so excited about the opportunity to do that. So I'm pumped up for this call. I really am. Tonight we're going to talk about the vision, right? We're going to talk about 2020 and what's going to happen. What's the vision for 2020? What are the plans? How are we going to get there? And a lot of times we're looking for new information, right? Because we love new. We're looking at what is that one thing? What is that one nugget? Give me that nugget, David. Like I'm McDonald's, right? Like I just got nuggets all around me. Give me that one nugget that can take me to the next level. Well, let me show you something here that I realized. I taught this in Ecuador. and Spanish-speaking country, but I taught it anyway. And you look at this word level, okay? It's interesting, really interesting. Look at that word level there. If you spell it backwards, it spells the same thing, okay? If you spell level backwards, it actually spells the same thing. What am I talking about there? What do I mean by that? You know, the vision that you have, the goals that you have for 2020, the next level that you want to go to, you're probably trying to figure out, what do I need to do different, right? It's not what do you need to do different. It's what do you need to go back and do better than you did the first time. See, right there, level, you take that backwards, it still spells level. So if you're ready to go to the next level, what you've got to realize is I've got to do what I did that got me to this level. Whether it's Platinum 150, whether it's Chairman 500, it doesn't matter. It's the repetition of the same stupid, boring things that make all the difference in your business, okay? I want you to understand this. It's very, very important, because the things I'm going to teach on tonight are things that I've taught on for the last 10, 11 years that I've done. I still do. I never took the training wheels off. I never did. I never took them off. The things that I did in the very beginning with the dollar bill and the pictures and the signs, I still do that today, because I understand that in order for me to go to the next level, in order for you to go to the next level, it's going to require you to do exactly what you were doing. All right, what were you doing right? You know, I learned in my last company to keep a what were you doing right journal. You know, what were you doing? What are the leaders doing that's allowing them to have the success they're going to have? Now, you know, because it's 2020 or because it's a new year, it doesn't mean that now everything is just going to change. No, things change when you decide to change. When you decide that, you know what, enough is enough. This is going to be my day. This is going to be my week. This is going to be my month. This is going to be my year. When you make that decision and then you manage that decision every day through your actions, through your activity, right, to your personal self-development, that's when change is going to come. That is when you're going to go to the next level, okay? So everything starts with the target. Everything starts. You want to go to the next level, you've got to go back and say, okay, what is it that I was doing? What's the vision for this year? What is it that we're going to accomplish? You know, I realize maybe some people here on this call that may not be a part of this company. It doesn't matter. My goal is to impact 1 billion people's lives. So I make stuff like this open to everybody for them to learn. You can take it back to your company and actually succeed at a high level. It doesn't really matter. But what you got to do, I'm going to talk specifically about what we do. All right, our goal for this year, 2020, the vision that we have, you're sitting down with Alex Moore and sitting down with Yvonne Toppy. And man, listen, we're so grateful, obviously, for Chris Pateri, CEO, founder of the company. So grateful, Isis Torre, grateful for the corporate staff that we have in this company. Grateful for Alex Moore. I mean, this guy is just, I spent time with him in Colombia and Ecuador. This guy's had a broken foot, so, you know, and he was still traveling, still speaking, still going out there and laid it on the line. Yvonne and Monica Tapia. I think that's the #1 couple in all network marketing today. Traveling the world, building. I saw what they were doing with their foundation, you know, feeding people over there in Mexico. It's just amazing to be in business with great people like this. And we sat down, we talked, we said, okay, what's the vision? What are we going to accomplish this year? We set a goal to have 200 brand new chairmen. I believe we got that done. In the entire company, I believe over 200 people just in 2019 hit the level of Chairman 10 or above. I can tell you that right now. We've had some explosive growth in this company. But the vision here, ladies and gentlemen, all right, is 1,000, all right? It's 1,000 Chairman 10s. And let me be more specific. It's 1,000 qualified, all right? 1,000 qualified Chairman 10s and above in totality in this company in 2020. That is the vision. That is the goal that we have here, all right? Along with that is we want to also develop 1,000 educators, okay? 1,000 educators that will service, okay? That will service the amount of customers that are going to be created through this particular target. Now, what you've got to do, ladies and gentlemen, what you've got to do with this vision here, with this goal here, all right, with this desire, what you've got to do is figure out what's my number within that, all right? What's my number within that? Am I going to be one of the 1,000 chairmen. I truly believe that everybody that's listening to me right now on this call, and I believe this like I believe my name is David. I believe that everybody on this call, within the next 12 months, if you follow the plan that I'm going to lay out for you on this call here tonight, if you follow the coaching and the leading of your leaders, you know, the Matt Roses, the Jason Browns, and the great leaders that we have in this company, ladies and gentlemen, if you follow them, I promise you, within the 12 months, you're going to see yourself at that chairman level. We've watched it happen. I was talking with Bryce Thompson, brand new chairman 250. I was talking with him the other day, and I said, Bryce, you know, think about where your business was last year, all right? See, business owners, big companies, big corporations, they don't look at their business from day to day, right? They manage that. They have people that manage that. But what they look at is LY, last year. Where were we last year? How much growth did we have last year from year to year? You know, did we grow 20%? Did we grow 30%? Did we grow 500%? You know what he told me? He said, Dave, it's probably over 1,000% that we've grown in the last year. Now, understand, you're going to have ups and downs in business. You're going to have challenges in business. When you look at your business from that chasm, when you look at the business, say, okay, where were you last year? My business has grown 30% this year from last year. Even with all the challenges, even with all the ups and downs, and the people coming in, the people going out, doesn't matter. People going out, people coming in, it doesn't matter. I look at the last year, 30% growth. That's incredible, right? So once again, as a leader, right, and having a big vision, you've got to be able to frame everything with a positive outlook, all right? That's one attribute that a great leader has, all right? So you got to pick your number here. You got to pick your desire. You got to pick your obsession. Write that down. What is my obsession for the year 2020? What is it that I'm going to focus on? What is it that I'm going to really go out there and really have a tunnel vision about, that I'm going to be so driven towards, that I'm not going to allow life situations or life circumstances, I'm not going to allow anybody to take me off track. And people can take you off track with the way you're thinking. People can take you off track with the way you speak, because when you speak, you're hearing. People can take you off track on what it is that you're hearing, distractions, right? You've got to make a decision, ladies and gentlemen, that 2020 is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a whole lot different, because I'm going to be focused on where it is that I'm going. There's so many people that are counting on you being focused. There's so many people that are counting on you being obsessed with your goals. This is such a powerful word. Yeah, it is. And I'm telling you right now, in order for you to get to where it is you want to go, obsession is going to have to play a role in there. It is. You know, it just is. You can't be casual about success. You can't be casual about going to the next level. It's got to be a must. It's got to be just a burning desire. That's right. Napoleon Hill talks about, right? Magnificent obsession. So what's your number? Our number is 1,000. 1,000 individuals that hit that rank. 1,000 people that we develop with the skill set that can become educators to service these amount of customers that are going to come into the organization. We're talking about 500,000 customers, ladies and gentlemen, when you break down those numbers, all right? So it all starts with desire, okay? It all starts with desire. What is your desire? And how does it become a desire of your heart? How does it become a desire of your heart? You know, I truly believe this, that he said that I would give you the desires of your heart. That's what he told me. That's what he told you. And so I learned that. I said, wow, okay, this is the starting point of all achievement. That's what Napoleon Hill said, right? And Think and Grow Rich said, this is the starting point of all achievement. But now I had to learn, how do I get my desire to really get into my heart? And I learned that there were these gates, ladies and gentlemen, right? There were these gates that would get into my heart, my eye gate, right? My eyes. You know, if you write the word eyes, the last 3 letters spell yes, right? Everything your eyes see is an absolute yes. So what I did, I became fanatical about putting up signs, putting up pictures of where it is that I wanted to go. And so I can get it into my heart. You know, right here, I've got a picture here. This is a picture here that's in my office. I brought it out for you guys. Right here, it's a picture of a jet, all right? It's a picture of a G550, right? Doesn't it look good, right? And see, every day, this is what I'm seeing. I've got it in my bedroom, on bedside, both sides. I've got it right there. I've got it by my TV. I got it in my closet. I got it in my bathroom. And I'm seeing this all the time. Why? Because my goal is to get this into my heart. That's what you want to understand, your eye gate, right? Now, how do you do this? So it's through these 5 senses that you have. So once you pick your number and it's clear, you say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. You then write it out, right? You write it out. You say, okay, I'm so happy and grateful now that, okay, that I am a chairman 10, that I am a chairman 25, that I am the leader that develops 10 chairman 10s, that I am the leader that develops 25, 50 chairman 10s. You write that thing down. You know, I was talking with, I think Gary talked about on one of the calls, and you know, he's got an audio coming out. It's going to be absolutely incredible. He talked about the goals that him and his wife wrote down. A lot of those goals have already taken place. You know, writing the vision down is so critical, guys. So critical. So, I mean, it's so amazing what happens. I'm gonna read this for you. All right. And people don't really, I don't know. You know, I used to think people really listened. All right. But a lot of times people don't listen. They don't listen to the information that we're giving you. And I'm telling you right now, you got to do this. You got to make the decision. You know, I think it was about 11 years ago, I made a decision that I'm going to do everything that I was told to do. Because, you know, when I failed before, I didn't do everything that I was told to do. You know, I let some things out. You know, I let some things slip, right? But 11 years ago, when I decided I was going to be successful, I said, whatever he tells me to do, whatever she tells me to do, whoever your coach mentor is, you got to make that decision that I'm going to listen and I'm going to do. I'm not just going to hear them. I'm actually going to do it. It's so powerful when you really think about this. And, you know, I've taught on this and keep teaching on it. And I'm always going to teach on it because I know how powerful it is, right? Habakkuk, right? Habakkuk 2:2. And this is, see, right, this is not me talking, right? It's not me giving you the answer. Look at this. It says, and the Lord answered. So it's not me. It's the Lord, okay, that answered this, right? He said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, right? Tables. Now look at that. Tables. Why? Well, we don't write on tables today. Well, actually we do, right? Because table is made out of wood, and you know, wood comes from trees, and paper, right? So I tell people write on paper. Don't just write it in your phone, right? Write it down on paper, right? Some translations say put in block letters, right? So you can see it, so you can read it. Now watch this. Write the vision, make it plain upon paper, all right? So that who reads it, all right, you will run. Now, this is so critical. You know, you're going to run, write this down, you're going to run in the direction in which you're looking. So if things are going backwards for you right now, things are not moving ahead for you right now, it's because you're looking backwards. You're looking at something that has no chance of changing. Do you realize that your past has no chance? There's no way, there's no possible way you could change what happened in the past. You can't change who left your business. You can't change who quit the business. You can't change who didn't join the business. You can't change any of that. You can't change what happened last month. Look, I dropped this marker. I can't change that, right? I can't change that, but I can pick it back up, right? I can make a different decision, but I can't change it, ladies and gentlemen. You can't change the past. So stop worrying about it. Stop talking about it. Right? You're talking about something that you can't change. But here's the problem. Because you're talking about it, you're creating it in the future. So now it seems like it just keeps happening over and over again. No, it's not happening over and over again. You're creating it over and over and over again. Right? You can't change the past, ladies and gentlemen. But that's why it's so important that it says that who reads it. Right? So are you reading this vision? It requires you to read it. That's why I have mine. Right? I have mine in my wallet, right? So periodically I'll pull it out. You know, I've got my A-type goal. My A-type goal was 200 chairmans, and then I've got my C-type goal, impact the lives of 1 billion people, and that starts now. That starts 2020. Going full force on that mission. Full force on that mission. All right. So you write that down. So you read it. Sometimes you're going to read it consciously. Sometimes you're going to read it subconsciously, right? But it doesn't matter. You do it, and you look, and guys, it's amazing to see what happens. Chairmen just start popping all over the place. You know, first few months there, didn't really look like we were going to hit the goal, but kept speaking, and boom, all of a sudden, chairman here, chairman there, chairman everywhere, right? It seemed like every day, chairmen were breaking every single day. So he says, write it down. You got to write it down, ladies and gentlemen. Why did I decide to take that challenge? All right? Why did I decide to take that challenge? See, this is all part of making that desire, that vision, get it into your heart, right? So I wrote it down. I've got goals here, right? Got goals. I'm going to read a few of them for you, all right? It's incredible. I mean, one of my goals, first goal, to hear the voice of God in every situation and obey. The wisdom of God to increase in my life, right? The love of God to increase in my heart. The favor of God to increase. These are all goals that I've written down. Peace increases in my heart. All right. A close personal relationship with the Holy Spirit. What I did is I broke it down. So okay, I'm gonna have some spiritual goals, some family goals. All right. My son to grow up in God's love. My daughter to grow up in God's love. All right. And I've got some things here. All right. I own my own apartment, an apartment building in Chicago. I own an apartment building in the Bahamas. Right. I own real estate in Jamaica, in Trinidad. I own real estate in Germany. I own real estate there in Dubai. Why not? People do, right? All right, just writing this stuff down. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, look at this, right? Goal number 65. I've sat down and had breakfast, lunch, dinner with kings, queens, and heads of states from all corners of the globe. Why not? Tony Robbins has done that. Why can't I do it? Everything that you write down. To own a massive music studio, right? I produce Grammy Award artists here. To own a cable station, own TV stations, right? I got another goal here. I'm amazing on the microphone. People love to hear me speak. I'm amazing in front of a camera, right? And I think this is the best I've ever been in front of a camera. I think it's because I wrote it down, right? I purchased a brand new Citation. I got a G500. I got a G600. See, you say, well, David, how do you know all this is it's gonna happen? Let me show you. Let me show you how I know it's gonna happen, because he already answered me here. All right, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, upon paper, so who read it, run it, and you'll see it. Right? For the vision is yet for an appointed time. I believe that appointed time is 2020. I truly believe that the appointed time is 2020. A lot of stuff happened in 2019. A lot of things took place in 2019. I believe 2019 was a shifting to get you ready for what was going to happen in 2020, to allow you to birth what's going to happen in 2020. I believe that is the appointed time. And the reason why I believe that is because the vibration on the earth right now, and words create vibrations. Words create the vibration. You come into a home, the vibration in that home a lot of times is because of the words. If you come into a home, there's a lot of arguing, a lot of strife. You're going to feel that vibration when you come in there. But if there's a lot of love, a lot of peace, a lot of joy, a lot of excitement, you're going to feel that too as well. All right. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. I believe that the vibration on the earth right now, all around the world, is 2020 vision. Everybody's speaking vision. Everybody's speaking vision. Everybody's ready for their vision to come to pass. Everybody's ready for their vision to come true. Everybody's ready for their vision to go to the next level. Everybody's ready for their vision to be made clear to the entire world. So guess what? When you get in that flow of where that vibration is going, it is the appointed time. It says, but at the end, it shall speak. At the end of it all, it shall speak. What shall speak? Watch this, guys. Not only is it requiring you, this just dropped in my spirit. Not only is it requiring you to see it, right, to read it, so you can run. And what does that run mean? So you can do the work. So you can go out there and show the plan. You can go out there and trade. You can go out there and build. You can go out there and work, right? And you're going to do that because you're seeing it. But watch this. It also says, but at the end, it shall speak. So you, not only do you need to see the vision, it's also requiring you to speak it. It's saying that at the end, it shall speak, and it cannot lie. Everything I wrote down in this gold book cannot lie. When I come back to this 10 years from now, it's going to say the same thing. It can't lie to me. When I come back to this thing 20 years from now and I check off all the things that I've written here in this book, guess what? It didn't lie to me. It came to pass. And that's something. But see, a lot of times you focus on the time. You focus on the time in which it's going to happen. But I've learned that time is not how he operates. Right? That's just something he carved out for us. All right? Now, look at this. So the vision is yet for an appointed time. At the end, it shall speak, and it will not lie. All right? Though it may tarry, though it may take some time, though it may take 6 months, though it may take a year, though it may take 5 years. It took me 5 years of working every single day to get to my first $10,000 month in this industry of network marketing. 5 years. Imagine failing for 5 years. Imagine getting no's for 5 years. Imagine people quitting for 5 years. Imagine no success, sleeping in your car at times, running out of gas at times, splitting 99-cent junior bacon cheeseburgers at Wendy's. They were off the chain. Splitting that, right? Imagine getting a cup of water and then going back and stealing Sprite, right? Because maybe they didn't know the difference, right? Imagine 5 years of doing that, right? Though it may tarry, though it may take some time. See, guys, that's when you use expectation. That's when you stand strong, when it takes time. right? See, guys, you know, if I wanted a Hot Pocket, right? Remember Hot Pockets, right? Remember that ham and cheese Hot Pocket? You get the Hot Pocket, you put it in the microwave, you put 2 minutes and 30 seconds, boom, you got your Hot Pocket. You take a bite because you can't wait, right? And that ham burns your tongue. I remember that, right? But guess what? If I want a 5-course meal, right? If I want a sea bass, right? If I want some asparagus, if I want some potatoes, if I want some dessert, if I want some appetizers, if I want some wine, that's going to take a little bit longer, right? So if it's taking a little bit longer, it's because it's a little bit better than a Hot Pocket. Right, it's a little better than a microwave dinner. See, success, ladies and gentlemen, the success that you really are looking for is not what you put in the microwave, right? It takes time. You need a chef. You need a professional to get that done. Are you a professional? You want to have goals. You want to live the lifestyle. You want to be successful, but are you a professional at what it is that you're doing? Have you worked on your craft? Have you put in the time? When you look at all the great athletes, you look at all the great businessmen and women out there, they put in the time. You look at LeBron James. I like LeBron. I don't love LeBron. I like LeBron. I love Michael, okay? But I'll use LeBron for y'all little young folk that don't know about Michael Jordan, all right? LeBron James went to the NBA at 18, started playing basketball maybe when he was 5, maybe when he was 4, right? So guess what? Let's say 5. So from 5 to 18, 13 years playing basketball, right? 13 years of practice, 13 years of shooting, 13 years of dribbling, 13 years of passing consistently. I bet he did it 5, 6 nights a week. I bet he was out there 6 nights a week, maybe 7 nights a week. I bet he was out there showing the plan. So LeBron was showing the plan? Yeah. Shooting the basketball was showing the plan for him. Practicing on his passing was showing the plan for LeBron, right? Working on doing push-ups, getting in the weight room. That was him showing the plan. And he did it for 13 years. And then boom, 18, Nike says, you know what? Because of the time you put in, we're going to give you a $100 million contract. You saw David, he got that all of a sudden. No, it took him 13 years to get that $100 million contract, right? Though it may tarry. But look at the expectation that he had. The expectation of, yes, one day I'm going to make it to the NBA. And then he had inspirations come into his life. Michael Jordan, inspiration. Kobe Bryant, inspiration. Who inspires you? Who inspires you to go to the next level? Who inspires you to keep going and keep pressing forward? I had those people in my life. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for those people that inspired me, that encouraged me, right? Whether they knew they were doing it or not. A lot of times they didn't even know they were doing it. All right, Zig Ziglar. Zig Ziglar's gone home to be with the Lord. Guess what? I wouldn't be here today if I didn't watch that video by Zig Ziglar in 2008. Who are you listening to? All right, though it may tarry. All right, that's when you get strong. That's when you get pumped up. That's when you get enthusiastic. When the challenge comes, I was doing another interview, and I was talking about failure. I said, failure excites me. Failure drives me. When I fail at something, it drives me. It takes you to the next level. I don't cower away from failure. I said, okay, this is. Now it's time for me to go to the next level when I fail. How do you handle failure? Every time I failed in my life, God's taking me to the next level. How do you handle it? All right? Though it may tarry, though it may tarry, though it may take some time, that's when you get strong. That's when you get excited, because look what it says here. Though it may tarry, all right, wait for it. I did a training one time on the power of wait, all right, on the power of wait. Waiting doesn't mean that you just stand there and do nothing. Wait means expectation. What is your expectation? It says wait for it because it will surely come. So everything I wrote down in this book, think about it. Everything I wrote down in this book. Let me read some more stuff to you. I'm at 250. I'm gonna get to 300. Okay, I'm gonna get to 300. All right. I said I own a home insurance company. I own a credit card company. I got my own credit card. I got my own cologne. Right. And folk gonna be out there smelling like David, all right? Choose to Win Ventures generates $100 billion in sales. I have my own shoe line. I've got my own island, right? I've got a resort on that island. I own 10 islands, matter of fact. All right, I gave away a Rolls Royce. I gave away a G650. I gave away a Bentley truck. All right, I own 10 yachts, right? So all these stuff that it's stupid. How is that gonna happen? Right? Yeah, how, if I write all these goals down, how is that going to happen? See, guys, you're not that powerful to know how it's going to happen. That's not your issue. That's not your challenge. That's not your job. He said, at no point in what he's saying here does he mention how it's going to happen. All right. At no point does he say that. He doesn't say that. All right. He said, here's the answer. Write the vision. Make it plain upon tables, upon paper, that he may, who that runs that reads it. All right. This is King James. Excuse my language here. All right. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. It's for an appointed time. An appointed time means that it's for a specific time. Now, I truly believe it's 2020 just because of the vibrations that are out there right now. All right, for an appointed time. But at the end it shall speak, and it will not lie. This will never lie to me. 50 years from now, it's going to be the same thing. All right, though it may tarry, though it may take some time, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right, that's powerful, guys. That's why we tell you to write it down. That's why you get excited about writing down the goals. All right, I want you to take that challenge, 300. Do it by the end of the first day of 2020. 300 goals. Take the time out. Block out the time and do it. It may take you about 5-6 hours, broken up into different times, but you can get it done. Take the limitations off of your mind. And guys, you've got to get whatever that goal is. All right, whatever that goal is, write it down. I'm so happy and grateful now. We got 10 chairmen in our organization. I'm so happy and grateful now. We got 100 chairmen in our organization. It doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. Just write it down. Just write it down. Teach your organization to do the same exact thing. All right? And look what's going to happen here. Once you've got that down pat, now it's about the plan. Now, what am I going to do? Desire plus skill. Right? So now what are the skills? What do I need to do? I need to decide the work that I'm going to put in. Right? Over and over again, we talk about this. Prospecting. I need to expose people to the business. One of the most powerful skills in this industry is inviting. Right? You got to learn how to invite. How do I invite people to look at a Zoom presentation? How do I invite people to look at an online presentation? I'm going to be recording a brand new online presentation here real shortly. I'll do it over the next couple of days here. All right. How do I get people to actually look at that? Right. How do I, and understand this. Once you got the vision down, once you got the belief down that you're going to get it done, when you make that phone call, they're going to feel that enthusiasm. They're going to feel that excitement. You want to actually be in a hurry when you make that phone call. You want to show value for what it is that you have. All right. And then you want to take it away if necessary. All right. So when you make that phone call to John, you say, hey, John, listen, in the last 10 years, the amount of money that's flowed through your bank account, how much money have you made on it? John says, none. John, what if there was a way? What if there was a skill that you could learn in 2020 that would actually teach you how to multiply the money that you have right now? Would you want to know about it? John says, yes, I do. Boom, you invite him onto a Zoom. You invite him onto an online presentation. You invite him out to coffee. You invite him out to a sit down, right? You invite him out to a home meeting that you're having. You invite him out to a hotel meeting. Because, guys, the whole goal is invite it down so they can see the presentation. How many presentations are you doing? Huh? How many presentations? Listen to me, guys. If you're really serious about winning in this industry, it's 5-6 nights a week. There's no way around it. You can't change it. It's 5-6 nights a week. If you really want to win, if you want to be successful, if you want to go to the next level, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the deal here. All right? This is the deal here. And you don't have to do it that many times. You don't have to do it that many times. You can do it a few times, and guess what? Your life will change forever. Look at this. Hopefully it's in here. All right, there you go. I've got my calendar. All right, this is the start of the decade. The start of the decade, 2020. I still got a calendar right now. Just went over the calendar with Quinn Lewis. Where am I going to be in January? We got an event here in Houston. We're going to be in Atlanta. We're going to be in Trinidad. All right, we're going to be in Fort Lauderdale. We're going to be in London. We're going to be in Nigeria. We're going to be all over the world. See, this is January 2010. This is 10 years ago. This is what my calendar looked like 10 years. So what if I told you that your calendar can look like this 10 years ago, and this year, for the whole 2010, when I made that whole year, 2010, we've doubled that on a monthly basis. What if I told you that's what it would look like for you in 2030? All right. What if I told you that you pay the price right here and you set the goal? You say, okay, I'm going to show the plan 5-6 nights a week. And what you make all year, 10 years ago, you double that monthly 10 years later. Would it be worth it to have a calendar look like this? 5 or 6 nights a week, ladies and gentlemen, because you got to develop the skill. You got to develop the skill of presenting. So that calendar, right? You guys see me do the calendar training. You draw the circles on there. You have 5 possible recruits. potential customers that could be at every meeting. Your goal is to get 2, right? Get 2. If you're doing 5 a week and you get 2 at each one, that's 10 customers a week. Times that by 4, that's 40 customers. What if you got 5 people in your group doing that? That's 200 customers. You do that for 90 days, that's 600 customers. Boom, you're a chairman. Let me repeat it for you again. It's very, very simple. You decide, this is what I want. You write it down. You become obsessed about it. You read it every day. When you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed at night, all right, you believe it. You stay in a state of expectation. You're positive. You're excited. You don't allow things to distract you. You don't allow things to get you off track, all right? And you say, I'm going to show the plan 5, 6 nights a week. And because I'm doing it, I'm going to be able to attract other leaders that will do the same exact thing. You're doing it, right? You have 5 possible recruits in each one. You're doing 5 a week. And you get 2 out of the 5 to say yes. 2 times 5 is 10. Times that by 4 weeks, that's 40 customers. Let's say you develop 5 people over the next 90 days, over the next 6 months, do the same exact thing. All right? Guess what? 5 times 40, that's 200 customers. Y'all do that over a 90-day period of time, that's 600 customers. You're a chairman. All right? It's simple, guys. It's just a decision. It's just a decision that you're going to go to the next level. So that's what we did. All right? That's what we did. And guess what? We're still doing that now. But for us, it's not in homes. It's all around the world now, right? So it's going to change. But like I said, what if I told you that 10 years from now, what you were making that whole year, and it was a great year. It was a high over $500,000 in 2010 is what we earned, right? And I tell you, 10 years from now, you can double that, all right? And you can double that. See, guys, you got to make that decision, all right? I'm going to go out there and do the work 5, 6 nights a week. That's the deal. There's no way around it. Can't change it. There's nothing I can do about it. Is it going to be Zoom presentations you do? Fine. Is it home presentations you do? Fine. Is it one-on-one sit-downs that you do? Well, you want to have 5 recruitable prospects there, so the one-on-ones don't count. 2-on-ones, you got to do that too. Is it the hotel meeting? Great. But the way to do it is the Zoom and the home meetings. Zoom, home, Zoom. Zoom, home, Zoom, home, Zoom. However you want to put it, you do that. You Zoom and you home meetings till you drop, okay? 5 to 6 nights a week. This is what, now everybody's not going to do it. Everybody's not going to do it, but that's why everybody doesn't live the life that they want to live. If you've chosen this profession of networking, or any profession for that matter, it's going to require 5, 6, some 7 nights a week. When you look at the ultra successful, they don't take days off. All right? When they were in their battle to get there, they didn't take days off. Okay? Traditional business, you can't take days off. Traditional business. Network marketing, when we can do this 4, 5, 6 nights a week. But when you own your own business, it's 24/7, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? You got to make that decision. And then, okay, what event are you promoting for? Right? That's the last one. What event are you promoting for? These are the skills that are necessary to win in this business. Okay? Promoting for events. All right? What event are you promoting for right now? All right? Are you promoting for the event Bryce Thompson's putting on here in Houston? I made a decision earlier this year that 2020, I was going to have the leaders put on their own signature events. That I wasn't going to be the one to do it, that I was going to have them actually do it. So Bryce Thompson's got an event, Chairman 250. You've got Justin Owens. He's got an event, the Run to Play conference. He's got that in Atlanta. You've got Gary McSween. He's got the Caribbean 2020 Vision Convention going on there. Then you've got London, right? You got London coming up on the 28th. I'm actually going to be in London the first weekend in February. We're going to do a large opportunity meeting there in London, all right? So what event are you promoting for? Then we're going to have the International Convention coming up. We're going to have several different events, several different regions. We got one coming up in Florida. You got to decide, what am I building towards? What am I how many people am I prospecting every single day? Is it 5 people a day, presenting 5, 6 nights a week, and promoting for big events? You say, well, David, man, this sounds very familiar. Remember, level. You go backwards. You do the same exact thing to get to the next level. You teach a few other people, but now it's with the excitement. Now it's with the enthusiasm. Now it's with knowing that when I write this stuff down, when I write these goals down, and I read it, and I see it, it can't lie. It has no choice. It will surely come to pass. So I want to place that challenge on you to do that. Desire plus skill times faith. Why is faith so critical? Guys, I talk about this all the time, and this is really dear to me. I hope people can see my heart, and sometimes, I think a lot of times people do, but sometimes people don't. And I would say it breaks my heart, but I've learned to have a very strong heart. But listen to me, guys. Faith is so critical to you winning in business. It's so critical. I think it's everything, all right? Because you're not going to see it initially. You're not going to see it in the physical. It's not going to show up in the physical. The things that you desire, it's not just going to appear right now. And that's why you need faith, all right? Faith, substance of things hoped for, all right? Hope is not for the hopeless. Hope is for people that have faith. You got to hope for that thing, all right? You got to hear that thing because that's how faith comes. But here's the critical part. Faith works through love. Faith works through love. I'm going to place a challenge to you that before the end of this year, whoever it is that has caused you any pain, anybody that you've caused pain, I want you to release it. All right? Maybe you guys don't go on and have a great relationship. Maybe you guys don't go on and be buddy. All right? Maybe you guys don't go on and, have dinners together and travel the world together and all that, but you got to release it. That's for you. You got to do that. Don't go into 2020 with any conflicts. Those conflicts, they eat up what it is that you actually want to accomplish. See, guys, and it's not easy to do, right? It's not easy to do. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's easy to do. It's not. All right? It's not. And if you notice, when I teach, ladies and gentlemen, I really focus on the mindset, the spiritual aspect of success. Because the physical, the mind, the body is going to follow the mind. The body is going to follow the spirit. It is. And if you really believe in where it is that you're going, I don't have to motivate you to go show up playing 5-6 nights a week. I don't have to motivate you to prospect 5 people a day, right? You're going to figure it out. You're going to do it, right? Because you know exactly where it is that you're going, ladies and gentlemen, right? I don't have to motivate you to promote free events. You've seen what happens at our events. You've seen the belief that happens. You've seen the growth that comes out. Look at how many chairmans broke coming out of the last convention that we had, the I Am convention that we had. What do you think is going to happen? All these conventions coming up here in January. What do you think is going to happen when you see all the big announcements that take place in London, right? Nothing but explosion. 2020 vision, guys. It's going to be a powerful year. But the reason why I talk about this, the reason why this is so critical to your success, the reason why this is so powerful, right? Desire plus skill times faith, the multiplier to the success, the growth that you're looking for, right? It's going to come with faith. But faith works through love. Faith works through love. So you look at this here, and this is one of my favorite, words here. You go to Mark 11, right? Think and Grow Rich said it. It said desire is the starting point of all achievement. But I believe Think and Grow Rich got it from here, all right? I think because it's the same thing. It says whatever things you desire, right? Whatever it is, think about it. You desire to sit down with kings and queens and heads of state. Well, he said, whatever it is that I desire, all right? Whatever it is that I want, all right? So everything that you desire, all right? When you pray, praying has to do with speaking it. Why do we keep talking about speaking it? All right? Why do we keep speaking? Why do we keep talking about affirmations and I'm so happy and grateful now? That's a prayer. That's you opening your mouth and speaking it. It says, believe that you receive it. See, that's that gratitude. That's what we started this call with. Are you grateful for 2019? Yeah, you had some challenges. Yeah, you had some ups and downs. Yeah, you had some things happen in your life. You had some things happen in your personal life. You had some things happen in your business life. So what? I'm grateful. I'm grateful for what's happened. I'm grateful for what's going to happen, right? You can't sulk about it. You can't be upset about it. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Yeah, you're going to have your moments, not your days, not your weeks, not your months. Hey, you take your eyes off of everything that's good, right? A guy made a comment on the page, and he was all, oh man, and woe is me. And I sent him a DM. I said, the mere fact that you can write this message means that you can be grateful. You got a phone to be able to write this message. There are people out there that don't have phones. There are people out there that don't have food to eat. There are people out there that don't have clean drinking water. But you got a phone that you can write this mess with. All right? So you got to be grateful. All right? You got to be grateful. All right? Whatsoever things you desire when you pray, believe that you receive. See, receiving it is the gratitude. See, I receive everything I've written down. I'm grateful for everything I've written down. Just the mere fact that my mind can be stretched to think about that, I'm grateful for it. Now, man, just imagine when it happens. And I can show this to you and say, hey, remember that call that I did December 30th. Remember I told you that I gave, all right, a Rolls Royce out? But check this out. Last week, I gave it out. I gave it away. All right, I said, here's a brand new Rolls Royce. Remember I told you that I had real estate all around the world? Yeah, well, I got it now. Right? I come back and I say, hey, I got real estate in Los Angeles, right? I come back and I tell you that I own 1 million shares of Bank of America stock, and I own 1 million shares of JP Morgan stock, and I own a million shares of McDonald's stock, right? Tesla stock, right? I own 10 Burger King locations. I own 10 Blaze Pizza locations. I own 10 Snooze. You got to try Snooze. It's really good, right? You come back and say, man, how did that happen? Well, I told you, vision can't lie. That's why I love bringing out the calendar and showing things that I wrote down back in the day. They're happening right now, right? 10 years later. Write the vision, guys, right? See, but you got to receive it. You receive it through gratitude, right? But let me read this again. This is important. This is part of faith that we're talking about here. Whatsoever things you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive them and you shall have them. And when you stand praying, so all this confession that you're doing, all this believing that you're doing, all this excitement, all this enthusiasm that you have, okay? It says when you stand praying, forgive. Now I know it's challenging. Yeah, because people say some stuff, people do some stuff, and you're like, man, maybe you did some stuff. Maybe you said some stuff. And they're like, man. But here it says, this I have no choice. It says, when you stand praying, forgive. So before this year is over, whoever it is, whatever it is, release it, okay? Release it. Send them a text. Give them a call. Give her a call, whatever it is, right? If you can't do that, release it in your heart. Forgive them. Forgive yourself, right? If it so happens to work out, great. But make sure you've forgiven them. Why? So critical. It says when you stand praying, forgive. If you have aught against any, so that your Father who is in heaven will forgive you of your trespasses. What does that mean? That means that you're not perfect. All right? You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We live in a world where we expect our leaders, we expect people to be perfect. And it's unfortunate because no one will ever reach that. No one will ever reach perfection. And even if you do, you can still get crucified, even if you're perfect. So it doesn't really even matter. Okay? So release whatever it is so you can go into 2020 with clear mind, clarity of vision, and let's have 2020 be the greatest year of your life. Listen, I am so filled with gratitude right now for what's about to happen. What is about to take place requires and requires my praise, requires my celebration, because it's so big. It is so big. And you can claim that same thing for your life. You can claim that same thing that you want to have happen for your life, for it to be big. And it has to do with impacting other people's lives. It has to do with making a difference in other people's lives. Guys, we've got something special here in I Am Mastery Academy. Yes, we do. Yes, you're going to have challenges in business. Yes, you're going to have challenges. It doesn't matter. What is your goal? What is your focus? You go out there and you do the work. You prospect 5 people a day. You show the plan 5-6 nights a week, and you promote for the next event. And you repeat that over and over and over again with the personal self-development, science of getting rich, stranger secret, think and grow rich, magic of believing. And you listen over and over and over and over again, over and over and over again, over and over and over again. People quit, you still listen. Over and over and over again. People don't get involved in your business, you still listen over and over and over again. Things are not working out. Seems like it's not working out. The vision cannot lie. It has no choice but to happen. So because you wrote it down, it has no choice but to happen. You keep working. You keep working. You keep working. You keep working. And I promise you're going to look up a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and you're going to be amazed at everything that you've accomplished in the last 10 years. I appreciate you guys so much. Congratulations on the last decade that we've had here, and super excited for the next decade that is coming. I want to close this call out here. I love to celebrate, okay?